Okay, everybody, in this video of Oop to Premium, what we're going to do is discuss the possibility of playing multiple adversity cards on your opponents. Okay, um, typically in Oopta, the standing rule of thumb is, you're only allowed two actions and any number of activities on your turn, and those two actions have to be different. They can't be of the same type, and the activities can't be of the same type. Well, there's really only one little bit of an exception to that, and that would be the fact that you can liquidate across multiple adversity cards. Okay, so just think of it this way. You have the possibility of liquidation. Here's a nice typical example in Oopta. I have these wonderful adversity cards, and I'm sizing up whether or not and when to play them, right? This seems like an opportune time in the game because we have certain levels of protection on assets by other growers, and so we're trying to figure this out, right? And so let's say I do want to let's say I want to free up these funds, perhaps. Maybe I don't want to play these adversity cards. I just want to free up some funds and then maybe make a major purchase in the resource shop. Well, I'm perfectly within my rights to do that, okay? But I have to do a little bit of thinking. Thanks to the fact that I can liquidate multiple adversity cards, I'm just going to decide that, hey, why don't I go ahead and, what will happen in this case? Here we have two adversity cards, right? We got a 5 and a 10 on here. What happens if I liquidate both of these? Well, always when it comes to liquidation, you got to remember that last 5 rule. Okay, if I get down to the last 5 tokens, I'm going to lose the card and I'm going to lose the tokens, right? So I got to be careful about this. Let's say in this case, all I can do with this particular adversity card is the most that I can take off of there is 5 tokens. So take 5. It reduces down to 5, right? So I freed up those funds and now they're in my general fund. And then I look at this one and I say, okay, I want to liquidate this one as well. Well, I can do that. However, I will lose both the adversity card has to be played, and then these 5 tokens, if I actually want to liquidate it, I don't get them, okay? I would have to return these to the 100 token depository, and then I play the card. I decide who I'm going to play it on, you or you. It's going to be, let's see. And just to illustrate another outstanding example in Oopta, whenever you have something that says, you can remove 2 crops from the field, I, as the grower bringing that attack on others, have the option of saying, hey, you can remove this and you can remove that. I can distribute it among all of my opponents in any fashion that I wish, okay? So in this particular case, I want to evenly distribute the attack, and I can say, okay, this person has to lose their potatoes, let's say. They lose their potatoes goes up in value. And then over here, I could take from the market token on top here or here. And I think in this case, I think we just want to remove this 5 tokens. And so, now I executed the outcome on the adversity card. I distributed it among different people. At the same time, I also liquidated across multiple adversity cards, okay? Now notice that I didn't play multiple adversity cards because of course you can only do that once. And why is that? Because that's an activity. There's only one type of each activity available, okay? So I play the adversity card. That was one type of activity. And I also liquidated it across multiple cards. I took the 5 token off of the 1, lost the card, and then over here, I took off 5 tokens. There were 10 here originally, so I get to keep the card, and I can play that another turn. Now, since I did those activities, playing this adversity card is no longer on the shelf. I can't do that. I'm not allowed to, and so play would probably resume with others. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Again, with more familiarity with Lupta, you play it with your friends and family, you're going to find out you can alleviate any confusion pretty quickly if you just reference these video tutorials, but also, of course, keeping a good eye on the rules themselves. So, but anyway, I hope to see you next time, and thank you very much.